if you're a Pacers fan, can't ask for much more than what you're getting from Tyrese Haliburton. And it doesn't matter if his dad's there or not.
No, there's some Reggie Miller redux here. He has a penchant for game-winning heroics. He's a guy who takes incredibly good care of the ball, creates for his teammates. He just makes winning plays, and he's just a winner. And I hate just quantifying it as that, but that's what he does. There are a lot of guys in the league, and this holds true across sports, that really do give a damn about their numbers. It's the first thing they look at. They grab their box score when they get in the locker room, and how many touches did I get? How many boards did I get? How many assists did I get? And they can get a little sideways if their numbers don't go right. Hallie just wants to win, and he's a guy that gets off the ball, will take over if he needs to. He can be too passive at times. But when it comes to clutch time, this guy's putting together a hell of a resume.
Well, and yesterday, you think of Tyrese Haliburton, guy who's going to hit your game winner, who goes on a scoring bonanza at the end of the game. He only attempted 11 shots last night, which puts him at 4th on his team for shot attempts.
And only 4 assists, but a lot of those, they're hockey assists beyond that.
When you look at the amount of shots that got coming off the bench, they had somebody with 11 shot attempts. You have, even in the own starting lineup, Pascal Siakam, 5th in the starting lineup with shot attempts, was at 8. He is a facilitator until it comes that time. And when it comes that time to lean on somebody, Tyrese Haliburton with 19 points on the game, the 3 at the end, no shots were bigger. And he's just solid in everything that he does. You mentioned he's not a guy who looks at his box score, but he is an assassin on the floor because he does everything right. It's crazy to think about. He's listed as overrated. And I think last night is the prime example of why people think he's overrated, because there's players in the NBA that all they do is care about a box score. Fans and media that cover the game, all they see is a box score because they're not actually watching guys like Tyrese Haliburton put up the games and the numbers that he did.
Okay, in the playoffs right now, you know who's number 1 in the NBA in hockey assists?
I don't know.
Tyrese Haliburton.
Okay.
He's also number 3 in potential assists, as in passes created that lead to a shot, which would, if he hits it, he's number 3. This is a guy that keeps the ball moving. The only other guy in the league who is like him, who keeps the ball moving like he does, is Jokic. That's it. That's the list. And Jokic will go score 40. That's just what he can do. That's not Haliburton's. And he's a great shooter. It's awkward looking.
Well, and Jokic also plays at the nail in the elbow, so he is
in the middle of
the middle of all the action and has the ability to pass over everybody too. So,
but what Hallie does is incredible. They're very stylistically different, but I compare him to Steve Nash, a guy who Steve Nash is one of the 5 best shooters to me in NBA history. The list is Steph won by a billion, KD, Mark Price, then probably Steve Nash. That's the list. Hallie's not that level of shooter. He's really good though. He's incredibly good. If you look over his career, he's an incredible shooter, but he has this very special DNA like Rondo or Nash, where cerebrally the way he sees the floor is like 8D chess. He just makes the move that triggers the move that ignites another move, and he sees all that happen in a heartbeat.
What I also love about him, though, is that a lot of the guys that play the style that Tyrese Haliburton plays, they don't have the panache or pizzazz that stars that score a lot do. Tyrese Haliburton, he's here for all of it, including rivalries and picking up hefty fines.
That one was unexpected. I didn't know we had beef, but yeah, I guess good for them, man. That came out of nowhere, but it's just I think now that label's there, they're all, that's what it's going to be every time we play somebody. Every time on the road, he'll probably follow me until the next poll comes out, and then we'll see if I'm number 1 again. But, for me, I just control what I can, man. And, overrate that.
Overrate that. overrate that, and then he does the major league.
Do you know what Hallie's career numbers are? I think they would surprise a lot of people.
I don't know. You're asking a lot of questions I just won't know the answer to in this segment.
No, it's
no,
but I think that also like kind of portends to like the way Hallie is. He averages 18 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds on 48, 39, 86 shooting. He is a near career 50, 40, 90 shooter and a near 20-10 guy.
That's bananas.
Do you think of him that way?
Yeah, because his arc last year, his career, he was going up
before the hamstring,
and then it went down.
Yeah,
and it took him months. We had this discussion probably in February. That is Tyrese Haliburton turning into old Tyrese Haliburton again? And if the playoffs are any indication, yup, he's back to being the old Tyrese Haliburton, and that hamstring is totally fine, and he's back to being that player that he was.
It's crazy. I mean, the way that he plays, I love it.
It's not surprising if you've followed Tyrese Haliburton, but it is, I think. When you think of a guy who's labeled as overrated, they're expecting him to be a 25-point per game guy.
Which is, again, he's stylistically, he's not that guy.
Yeah.
He's more Nash Rondo.
He's a hooper.
Yeah, but he just, when I say he's a winner, he just makes winning plays.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's him. It doesn't matter if it's his teammate. He's just going to, like, honestly, and this is going to sound insane, LeBron is the same way. Now, but don't get me wrong, he cares, I think, more about the numbers, but remember LeBron for the first 10, 12 years of his career, really until he got to Miami and finally did it? And was it 2013 LeBron that we got the LeBron bent over looking through his eyes like a serial killer, where he went full on nasty mode. But before that, LeBron got killed for passing on game winners to somebody who's a good shooter who's wide open, like making the right play.
And by the way, made names for guys like Boobie Gibson. Remember Boobie Gibson? It was because LeBron would
Mo
pass.
Williams, like he did that, like because that's what you're supposed to do. And I think we get so caught up in numbers, or like Edwards is a perfect example of like the charisma and athleticism package and how fluid everything looks. Everything Hallie does, you would never ever teach somebody to do. His footwork, his shot form, how he dribbles, his herky jerky jazz, like. Just, if you're a basketball fan, just watch Haliburton with the ball when he's setting up sometime. Just don't even look at anything else. And just watch how rhythmically different he is. How he dribbles the ball. It's not, like if you watch Kyrie, he's the best handles of all time. Compare that to Tyrese Haliburton, who has an incredible handle, but it's all over the place in the sense it's like jazz. Like it's fast, it's slow. He changes tempos and speeds and heights and elevations of his dribble. Like, as a defender, it has got to be so damn frustrating because there's no rhyme or reason to it except to him.
Yeah, true.
Then there's some artistry in that, and I love watching it.
All right. Tyrese Haliburton, really good at basketball. Great game winners. Great drama. Always going to play hard.